welcome guys to a breakdown of Little Party. So, first thing, that's basically the foundation of the whole track. This bass patch, 2 serum patches I think. And that's basically the main one, and the second. It's sort of got a 7th note to it. This is just stays on one semitone, but the other one got up a 5th note, so it sort of creates that. When you got a chord, right, you have the first note, a second or third, and a 5th. Now, depending on whether or not it's a minor or a major chord, you have a second or third, but you always have a first and a 5th. This is one note, and if I turn it up, you can hear it's sort of melodic, right, and it creates sort of like this gap. It's actually very important that you process it the right way, because right now it's like, dude, it sounds so empty and like lifeless. Like if I would play the whole track right now, hey bro, it's crazy.
I ain't got time for you, baby. Either you're mine.
Like it doesn't sound good at all, and like with the
I ain't got time for you, baby. Either.
yeah, like massive difference. OTT, we got EQ, filtering out because we want to make space for like the high end of the vocal. OTT, 2 OTTs on there, right? That's crazy. And after I initially made the track, and when I finished the whole track, you go back, you add these EQs, these kind of EQs where you really pull the strings and you really go into detail, really listen on different sound systems, and you can tell that, hey, we need 1 dB here, 1 dB here, and that's really the last stages, so it doesn't really make sense to go into depth right now. Let me just make it simple for you guys. We have a melodic sort of intro with the vocal. And then the build-up sort of keeps the melodic part and works because we have this melodic bass that's playing the 5th, as I said, and we're filtering it out. So we're taking away the high frequencies. We have so much contrast in between the first part and the second. Like the whole vibe is so different from the drop, but we got all this ambient sounds and stuff. This stuff just really brings it to life. And also this one, we got it sort of increasing in volume throughout the whole thing. Some impacts as well. Next level shit. I mean, you can already tell these samples have been selected very carefully, and you have to take your time with it. Like when I go into my sample packs, you can see everything's organized, kicks, claps, tops, temps, blah 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 blah. Even like after genre, so I got cinematic. If I want hip hop stuff, this one, it's not from a hip hop pack, but it still hits that hip hop vibe in a sense to switch things up. And these counter melodies in the intro is also important. So as we lead into the drop, into the build-up, we have this sort of resolution that comes out of the melody. It's not about the sound design, it's more about what kind of story do we tell here. This melody is completely intentional. Create tension and lead into the build-up and transition properly. Sort of vinyl stuff playing also in the background throughout almost the entire track. I think you can tell it's like cinematic stuff that I have in here. So the drums really hit hard. It's from my pack, John Case's selection. Go to Dreadmill kick, right? Molotov. We are already introducing the rides before the melodic drop comes. It sort of bends in together. If I just show you that, you know, when I make music, it's like sort of more visual. I think it's better than to use words sometimes. And the piano, I use this Okay, so we got 3 different pianos. Like with by itself, the bass doesn't really sound good in my opinion. I don't know why or how. I'm still studying this track to this day by myself. I still don't get it how I made this track so good. EQ, boosting that part right here. And RC20, crunchy and more bass. So yeah, boosted the low end a lot. So I use this pack a lot from Weedamps. I think I bought this. I chopped all the parts. Yeah, the tail is fucking great, bro. For real. Sort of EQ'd everything right here. This was sort of like just too wide on the low end. You can tell the difference, right? It's really important. If the little party, because that's processed, the piano. Then we got the JC drum bass, just for drum bass, basic stuff. Rhythm of the Night vibrato, 7th detune acid. These are the lead sounds of Little Party, and it's basically to help me to make it faster, the workflow. Next time I go in here and I want to have this sound pretty much. I have it immediately. I know where to go. Maybe make that purple to just tell me, hey, that's the one for Little Party, because Little Party, that's sort of like how I process it in my brain. Give yourself hints. I'm sort of marked off my favorite sample packs now after the track with like yellow. I used that for Little Party. So guys, if you enjoyed that, make sure I'm planning to give you more in use value than I want to take from you in cash value, okay? Because I'm planning on some sort of more in-depth course. But let me know. I want to have feedback. What do you guys want to see if you listen to that track? Because I think that's the best way to learn also. I want to become a better teacher and want to give you guys the sort of shortcut, because I am still learning myself. Like, remember that just because I produced this one track doesn't make me God. It's just sort of like, let's have a conversation, and I want to create sort of a good value for a fair price. So let me know guys if you enjoyed that. And yeah, man, I appreciate you watching until this end. And yeah, man, feel free to subscribe, so stay tuned. And I post stuff on Instagram all the time, by the way. So on Instagram I post stuff that I'm working on. I post stuff like remixes that I'm working on, sometimes mashups, and like just my overall music stuff. And I share somehow some stories on there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, feel free to follow me there if you want, and stay tuned.